I am making blackened chicken accidentally, sort of. I say sort of because I'm not attempting to make it black on purpose. However, she turned black. I say she, I guess these could be rooster thighs. That's what I wanted to do. I was trying to open it up earlier. So I started cooking because I actually don't feel like the protein is as important as the rest of it that I'm going to be showing you. I feel like that's a little bit more opened up than this one is. Should have gotten my whiskas, but there we go. I was like, I need to get my whiskas tongs out. Okay, that's probably alright. So I'm cooking this first. This is something quick and pretty healthy for me to eat or snack on, or, you know, for like a very quick, throw it in one of the micro cookers and get her done. What I wanted to show you is the sauce that I'm going to make that goes in this is cauliflower rice. While I say this is for me, it's because Les Hubs doesn't do well with cauliflower rice, so he's not getting any of this. He won't want any of this. He wants no part of it at all. So I'm going to make a non-traditional, or what I usually do not do for cheese sauce when I make like a potato bowl or something, or more like a queso. Now I'm going to throw some cheese in it because, y'all, I like cheese. But if you're looking to get more protein in your diet, and maybe to be a little healthier, you know, smidgens are good. Making small changes is always good. You may want to try to not get stuff all over you. I have napkins on the other side of the phone. So sorry. Okay, I also need to say captions are auto-generated. So what it says I'm saying may not be accurate. Okay. I got some stuff out. It looks like a big old mess. It kind of is a big old mess, I guess. So what I'm going to do is scoop some Greek yogurt in here. So I'm going to do double because I'm doing double the amount of cauliflower rice. Now, a good supermarket shortcut would be, if I had a brain, to get a rotisserie chicken instead of cooking some chicken thighs to go with it. So you could get a rotisserie chicken, say a poundish of rotisserie chicken, and a bag of cauliflower rice, and then make this delicious cheese sauce. Side note, mine is going to have some expired powdered cheese in it. I did see somewhere recently where, I'm going to get my scooper out. Scoop and spread, I think is what this is called. I saw where I think there's a protein powder that might have cheese flavor, or be like a powdered cheese, which would be awesome. I only need a smidgen more. So I'm doing a cup of Greek yogurt, which is roughly 240 grams. Going on the measuring machine over here with the grams and things. When I'm calculating macros or trying to make sure I do a fairly healthy recipe and I know what's going in it, that's when I usually try to measure things out, because if you don't measure it and you're like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, then what your eyes see may be very different than what the true measurement would be. So stick this on the bar board. Scooch a scooch, scooch a scooch. So this needs to be half a cup. So it's basically equal measurements. It's going to be a full cup. Half a cup is the usual if you're doing one bag of cauliflower rice. So and it is, I believe, 112 grams. I have calculated this before. So I'm going to do that times 2. We're going to do 224. I wonder if a brown sugar thingy would be good in here. Just a thought. I think I'm going to break this measuring cup that is not Pampered Chef brand. Although I feel better about breaking a Pampered Chef brand one because I could do it a whole one a lot easier than I can those. Well, I could probably get that on Amazon. I don't necessarily need one. But it's what I keep down in here because I think it came with one of these containers once upon a time. I have never made this in my blender, just so you know. I have made it with the Flex Plus a few times. So think immersion blender. I might skimp just a smidge on the powdered cheese. It's frustrating the crap out of me a little bit. But I also feel like that's a lot. Okay, we're gonna stop right there. I got the bag out because I honestly thought I was gonna run out, but here it is. It's Anthony's cheddar. I get it off Amazon. I have it on my hand. Isn't that cool? I usually store it in there, and a side note, it's expired, so hopefully it doesn't do anything crazy to the guts. And maybe it's just more like a sell-by date. It's a suggestion. We're gonna hope. Okay, that's still pretty pink. Maybe I should turn the fire back up a smidge. Let's turn it up a smidge. Okay. So we have our Greek yogurt and our powdered cheese in here. We need a little bit of almond milk. I'm going to say 1/4 cup. I might actually want to measure this because I don't know what that translates into for whatchamadoodle. Y'all, words are hard. Since I have to cut measurement, we're just going to wing it because my little ones are in the fridge. I'm going to go half to the half. There we go. I want it fairly pourable, and I'm adding actual cheese, so we'll go almost to the half. And then I'm going to cut some cheddar wrap and put in here because I do want it to be a little bit more like cheese sauce, which means I may add a smidgen more of the, this is an experiment, y'all. I might add a little bit more of the almond milk. And I use almond milk mostly because it's low calorie, low sugar. I'm going to measure this in ounces, but I'm going to put it up a little bit more. Just to make sure we get real cheddar flavor. And then I'll pour this in toward the end, but it'll already be pretty warm. Since I'm going to put this on sauce. That's just a button on the blender so it heats. Go back to ounces. Come on. There we go. So I'll put roughly an ounce in there. I'm going to add another ounce of milk. There we go. Just so the blender can do its thing. And I have the blender over here. I actually don't know if it's in your camera view or not, so that it's further away for noise, because I do want to go ahead and run it. So I hope it's not bothersome. Let me get into this dishwasher over here. Faster, wrong one. Okay, this dishwasher right here. There we go. I did the lid. I do use this a lot. And on. I'm just turning up the sauce, and I'm going to hit the button. And hopefully it doesn't get an air bubble and it does its thing. Get out of here, Matt. I don't like you on anything. Okay, so I'm not going to check this chicken here in a second. Looks like it's doing good. I may not let it go all the way on the sauce, since I can throw it in that skillet and heat it up with the cauliflower rice. And I will say, the reason I was cooking the chicken, if I didn't already say, which I feel like I might have, I'll put this up in the noodle. I wanted the chicken flavor and everything to go into the dish and the cauliflower rice, so it doesn't really matter that these are going to be hot because I'm not eating this right now. But I do want that flavor in the dish. So, and I just seasoned those with the carnitas seasoning because I'm out of the Southwest. Where's my thermometer? That does not read 155 ever. It like skips right over it. It's so weird. Not pampered chef. That's what I can tell you about this one. Okay, we're 167. It's at least done. That one's not. Well, it's 165. But I'm going to tell you, I like my thighs real hot. This one's not done. I like my thighs to be 180, 190 because they don't seem as weird and squishy that way. So, just sliding. So we're getting close. but also I'll be reheating them. I might actually air fry those. We'll get this off. This is what I'm putting the thighs in. Got some cheese on the counter. Next, I'm going to open these. See, it's not super loud. Excuse me. So, I had to get 2 different brands because Walmart ran out of the off brand. I didn't go down far enough with my slicer. I really want to add this to the pan, but I shall not. So, I will say, I am going to do this sauce. I'll probably let you go before it all comes together. I bought a can, so I'm going to open the can and put it in after the cauliflower rice is no longer frozen. Warm it all up. And I'll try to get a picture when I eat a plate of it. But I do know I haven't made the thighs with it before. I've made it with rotisserie chicken. And it is really good. I've just never added the... Shut all the way. Very snug shut. I've not added cheddar to it before, but like when I'm reheating it, I'll add a slice of cheese or some fresh shredded cheese. And it's good. Okay, turn it the opposite way. We did a chicken wing dance, chicken wing, and then we have some Tooth of Tuesdays for this. So when I say we have Tooth of Tuesdays, we have these little teeth here. Hope you can see that. And that's what I just grab this can lid with most of the time and pull it off so I don't have to touch it. So, I'll put that back up. Right here. Looks like it'll be pourable. Let's test this chicken again. See if we got our dids. I actually don't remember which spot wasn't done. Isn't that fun? You're done. Are you done? Yep. Got you. Yep. Alright, that one's real hot. Yay. What about this side? Okay, our chicken is done. I'm going to put it in here, and also these bags, they seal so good, and you can feel it sealing up, but I thought, good night, those are expensive bags. I now know why they're not expensive for what they are. They're a really great value, and I absolutely love them, and I can go in here with hot chicken because it's silicone, and just let them cool off a smidge before I throw them in the Frigidaire. But I absolutely love these bags. So whenever I need to order something, I almost always just try to add one to my order. I feel like that might be good in my cauliflower rice, so we're gonna leave that. And then I'm gonna swap out utensils because I'm a weirdo like that. And we're gonna throw this in here. I probably should have thawed it out some in the microwave, but I'm on the same circuit as the microwave with our blender. So here we are. I'd already oiled my pan for the chicken, so we're just gonna use whatever's left over since we're non-sticking it. This is the Brilliant 5-quart pan. I absolutely love it. And I will say we have silicone helper handles. This is the Brilliant, I don't remember the actual name of it. And then the other one fits also on like the cast iron skillets. I have trash problems. I don't like a big mess. I need to go to the fridge, but I'm trying not to be a bad host. I forgot to put 3 onion in my sauce. I'll just put it in that here in a little bit. I don't have much left, and I was like, let me just dump the rest of that bag in there because it'll be a delicious flavor. Okay, so can we flip it and reverse it? Let's flip it. We're not going to sing that song, y'all. It's obscene. We don't do that here most of the time. Okay. Should have got my tongs out, but I know with the whisk tongs, y'all, these are a little bitty, so kind of no point. Now, the spatula tongs, and they're right there, but, oops. I have to vacuum the stove. Get the cauliflower rice up. Okay. I feel like I can turn my heat up some more. Since these is frozen, so let me get the silicone helper handle to show you that. Get that off my thumb. Scooby snacks. Here they are. So the reason I have cauliflower rice on my hand, I don't leave it here is because that heat will still come up around it, and while it's not hot like metal, it's still pretty warm. So I usually just leave it off, and then when I need to move it, I put it on there. So, just so you know, that's the way I usually do it. You can do it however you want. I'm going to wash my thermometer off. We got our rotel ready. And then we'll cheese this here shortly. Y'all, this is such a good, and it's fairly quick, especially if you're using, oh, damn it, I'm getting it everywhere. If you're using rotisserie chicken, it's such a fast and easy dish. And you can microwave the cauliflower rice and have it not frozen chunks and put it in here, and your life will be easier. I just make more because I know cauliflower rice isn't bad for me. And it'll be a good, not necessarily a filler, but it's so good with cheese sauce, y'all. And I don't eat real rice. Cauliflower rice is the only rice I'm eating, or like broccoli rice or something like that. I had a bad experience with rice as a child, and I can't seem to psychologically get by it. I have tried and tried to eat rice. It does not work out for me. So, come on. I feel like I'm going to do that. I'm going to pause and check it out. So, typically, you would go ahead and cook your sauce. Oh yeah, I'm going to be able to pour that just fine. And let it thicken up a little in here. Where is my doodad? Sorry y'all, I'm hunting it down. Where is she? You know what? This will work. We have a scraper that's made for the blender that's like a little bit thicker. That is really good, but this also works pretty well if you already have one. Although the scraper is like $10, I think. At the most, it's like 15. If you wanted to thicken this up, you could add more Greek yogurt and the powder. I'm telling you what, whenever you're trying to mix that by hand, it is a Murphy Brown pain in the rear. That's my filtered word version, Murphy Brown. So if you hear me say that, it's because something might have went wrong. Scooby Snacks. I sing Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? And I'm looking for stuff. So if you ever hear that, even the hubs knows, and will usually ask me. But I'll tell you what, he's really good at seeing deer a mile away. I know some of y'all can relate. Okay, so I guess I should probably go ahead and let y'all go. I'm going to drain this. I just don't want to keep you too long for no more than this is going to be. Like, I'm legit going to pour this in when these are no longer frozen, and this. And some 3 onion, which I can throw the 3 onion in here in a second, but it's a very, very simple, easy dish that is also healthy, especially if you're trying to get extra protein in. Sorry, I'm squishing out the juices from the rotel because I might have a spicy personality, but I do not like to hurt when I eat food. Just for your information, I am not the spiciest when it comes to food. So I'll cook it for somebody else as long as I don't have to like touch jalapenos or anything. There we go. Come on, just get unfrozen for me so I can cook y'all's up. So I keep throwing cauliflower rice all over the stove. That'll be fun to clean. I have not ever dumped 3 onion in here, but 3 onion makes everything delicious, and I was going to put it in my cheese sauce to make the cheese sauce have a little more flavor, but that didn't happen, so here we are. And I would say that might have been 2 teaspoons. It wasn't that much. Also expired because that's the way I roll. sometimes. No, I try not to eat, like, I don't eat expired meat, or I don't like to drink, I'm not drinking expired milk. Let's see, what else? There are some things I will draw the line at. Seasoning, I just feel like maybe, I mean, it's not moldy. I'm not going to eat moldy vegetables. Oh yes, it's finally breaking up, y'all. Finally breaking up. Maybe I can quit throwing it all over the stove now. So I'll cook it a smidgen longer then, and then I'm going to pour my sauce in it. And it does look pretty thin, so I'm not sure how much it'll actually thicken up. But if it doesn't, y'all, I'm just going to add more cheddar or singles, like Kraft singles. I like to do white American, especially when I'm doing cheese sauces. Always good. Let's see, what else? And I have done some to revive it, you know, on a day or two in when you're having the leftovers. I have done some cheese slices to revive it, you know, because it just seems a little bit dry if you don't get enough sauciness in there. So I'm going to let that cook a little longer. We'll pour our sauce in, and I'm going to let y'all go because I feel like this has been too long. Sorry, I'm right here. I'm right next to the camera, so you can probably hear me better. Camera, phone, whatever. But I can't see what you can see, so I try to stay on so you can see me making the stuffs. Not that you need to, you probably only need to see these hands. Anyhow, thank you so much for tuning in. I almost forgot the word for the live. Let's do rice, even though I don't eat it unless it's in this version. So message me the word rice and or drop it in the White House Food Communities stream, this stream, in the comments, and that will enter you into this month's giveaway. Thank you so much for tuning in.